If your St. Augustine lawn is breaking out in brown ragged patches during our summer rains here in Oviedo, and it is not the hot, dry corners as it is the areas that stay wet and shaded, you may be looking at gray leaf spot. Gray leaf spot is a fungus, and according to the University of Florida, it is the one lawn disease that hits St. Augustine hardest when the weather turns warm and wet. Here is the fastest way to know. Pull one green blade up close and look for small oblong spots, little football shapes, tan in the middle with a dark brown border. If you see those spots on the blades, you are not looking at drought, and you are probably not looking at bugs. Let me show you exactly how the University of Florida identifies it and the one thing most homeowners do that makes it worse. I am Michael Geist. We have installed and cared for lawns across Seminole County, Oviedo, Winter Park, Winter Springs since 2005. In my other videos, I talked about the lawn problems of a hot, dry summer, drought stress and chinch bugs, the things that burn your sunny, thirsty corners. This one is the opposite. Gray leaf spot is the wet weather disease. It shows up in July, August, and September, right in the middle of our afternoon thunderstorm season, and it prefers the parts of the yard that stay damp, shade, low spots, anywhere the grass does not dry out. The University of Florida makes one point that surprises people. In Florida, St. Augustine is the only warm season lawn grass this disease attacks. So if you have St. Augustine, and most Oviedo lawns do, this is a summer problem worth knowing by sight, because treating it like drought or like a bug just wastes your money. Everything I'm about to tell you traces back to University of Florida Extension. I will put the publication numbers on screen and link them in the description. Here is how the University of Florida tells you to identify gray leaf spot, and the key is that you diagnose it on a single blade, not from across the yard. The most diagnostic sign is an oblong leaf spot, an elongated football or diamond shape running along the blade. When the weather has been warm and moist for a stretch, the center of that spot grows a gray, felt-like fuzz. That fuzz is the fungus producing spores, and that gray color is where the disease gets its name. When it is not actively sporulating, the same spot looks a little different. An olive green to brown center with a distinct dark brown border around it. Look closely and you will find these spots not just on the flat blades, but on the leaf sheaths and even the runners that St. Augustine spreads by. On a single shoot you will often see several spots, and as they grow they run together and turn the whole blade brown. Step back and a badly affected lawn looks thin, yellowish, and generally unthrifty, like it has just lost its vigor. So the tell is not the big brown patch by itself. The tell is, get down on your knees, pull up a green to brown blade, and look for those oblong dark bordered spots. That is gray leaf spot. Why does this disease explode some summers and stay quiet others? It is all about leaf wetness and temperature. The University of Florida is specific. The warm, rainy spells we get from May through September regularly give us extended periods, 12 hours or more, where the grass blades stay wet and the humidity sits above 95%, with air temperatures hovering between 80 and 90 degrees. That combination, wet leaves, high humidity, the 80s, is the perfect incubator for this fungus to grow, infect the blade, and spread. And here in Central Florida, that describes a huge chunk of our summer: an afternoon storm, an evening that never dries out, a muggy morning, and repeat. So when you get a run of daily storms and sticky nights, and then you see the lawn thinning in the damp, shady areas, the weather has been writing you a forecast for gray leaf spot. The dry, sunny problems I covered before need heat and drought. This one needs the opposite. It needs your lawn to stay wet. Now the part almost nobody gets right, and it is the reason a lot of lawns get worse instead of better. 2 everyday habits pour fuel on gray leaf spot. The first is nitrogen fertilizer. The University of Florida is clear that this disease develops faster and more severely on lush, soft leaf tissue, the kind of quick, tender growth you get from pushing nitrogen. That is why a brand new lawn is so vulnerable, and it is why heavy summer feeding on an established lawn can trigger a flush of exactly the soft growth this fungus loves. So when a homeowner sees the lawn looking sick and thinks it needs to be fed, a heavy shot of nitrogen in the rainy season can be the worst thing they do. The second habit is watering at the wrong time of day. The university's guidance is to water in the early morning, roughly between 2 and 8 a.m., so the blades dry quickly once the sun is up. What you want to avoid is late afternoon or evening watering, because that leaves the foliage wet through the night, through the dew, and into the next morning. And remember, extended leaf wetness is exactly what this fungus needs. Add a stressed lawn to that, compaction, a poorly timed weed treatment on a 90-degree day, bad drainage, and the university lists all of those as stresses that make St. Augustine more susceptible. So the honest truth is that the cure for this one is mostly about not doing things, not overfeeding, not watering at night, not stressing the grass in the heat. This is where it pays to slow down, because 3 different summer problems can all look like a lawn turning brown, and each one needs a completely different response. Drought stress shows up in the hot, dry, sunny spots and the areas your sprinkler misses. The blades fold up lengthwise, the color goes blue-gray, and your footprints stay pressed in. Chinch bugs make irregular patches that spread outward in the hot, dry, full sun parts of the yard. And when you part the grass at the green to brown edge, you can find the actual insects, black and white adults, about the size of a grain of rice. Fertilizer burn follows your spreader in straight stripes or a dumped load scorch mark, and it shows up fast after a feed. Gray leaf spot is none of those. It favors the wet, shaded, humid areas, not the dry, sunny ones. There are no insects to find. It does not follow your spreader pattern, and the proof is on the blade itself, those oblong spots with the dark border and the gray, fuzzy center. So the quick version is this: dry and sunny with folded blue-gray blades is drought. Dry and sunny with bugs at the margin is chinch. A spreader-shaped scorch right after feeding is fertilizer. And warm, wet, and shady with football-shaped spots on the blades is gray leaf spot. When we do a service visit, that is the exact sequence we run. Before we recommend anything, read the location, read the patent, then read the blade. So what do you actually do about gray leaf spot? Start with the good news from the University of Florida. In an established, well-managed home lawn, this disease is chronic but usually not a serious threat. It tends to get bad only when the lawn is already stressed or stuck in a shady, damp spot, or when we get an unusually long run of warm, wet weather. So the first line of defense is cultural, and it is all things you control. Ease off the nitrogen during the rainy season instead of piling it on. Water early in the morning so the blades dry fast and never in the evening. Mow at the right height with a sharp blade so you are not shredding and stressing the grass. Improve airflow and drainage in the damp, shady areas. And be careful with summer weed treatments in the heat. If the disease is severe or persistent, the university's recommendation is to bring in a professional lawn care firm, because the fungicides that work best are the systemic professional products. They work best applied preventively before the disease takes hold, and to avoid resistance you have to rotate the chemistry. There is a homeowner option, propiconazole, but the university notes results can be erratic because it is hard to apply correctly. This is genuinely a case where the diagnosis matters more than the spray. If you treat a fungus like a bug, or feed a disease that thrives on feeding, you lose the summer. And one more thing for anyone putting in new sod right now. Cultivars differ in how susceptible they are. None are immune, and stressed new sod is the most vulnerable of all, which is why we install fresh, harvested within 24 hours, and follow up on establishment. If your St. Augustine is going brown in the summer wet, and you are in Oviedo, Winter Park, or anywhere in Seminole County, call us at 407-687-3322. We are turf grass certified, and we have been reading Central Florida lawns since 2005. Thanks for watching. Take care of that soil, water it right, and the grass takes care of itself.